I mentioned in the previous movie that we were going to talk about tagging people in our comments on Facebook in this next movie, which what we're going to be talking about. But first, I want to give you an idea of exactly what tagging is. So when you tag someone inside of a post or a comment on Facebook, it's just basically a way of calling their attention directly to your comment and letting them know that whatever it is you're saying to them specifically. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. So for instance, on this post that James had right here, where he says, "Truth, dear peanut butter, thank you for existing." If I wanted to comment on this and let him know, let's say that there were several comments on this post and I wanted him to know that I'm responding to him directly, all I have to do is go right here and just start typing out his name. If I start typing out James, I should see a suggested list of users with the name James. If I have several friends named James, I might have to scroll through there. I may even have to start typing out his last name. But in any case, if I just click right there, it's going to tag him in this. Now, you don't have to necessarily use his full name, James Smith, because obviously that's going to sound a little weird if you say James Smith, something, something. If I want to, I can just press the backspace key one time. That's going to still tag James in there, but it's going to remove that last name from it, making it a little bit more personal. And I'll just type a comma, and I'll say, "James, I totally agree with you." And then I'll press enter or return on my keyboard. And so that's going to tag James in there. When I hover over James's name, notice it's a link that links me directly to his profile. Not only does this allow James to see a direct reference to himself, and he'll get a notification specifically referencing that I've tagged him in here, but other people now can see by hovering over this exactly who I'm talking about. If they didn't know James, or maybe they do know James and they're not friends with him yet, they could use this little link to then become his friend, which is a pretty interesting way of just kind of connecting every little piece of the Facebook ecosystem. So anytime you need to reference someone directly and you don't want to do so via private message, you just want to do so in a comment or a post, try using the tagging system on Facebook just by typing out their name. If the name part doesn't work, you can also try adding the @ symbol like you see in email addresses. If you add that to the front of someone's name, it will automatically assume, okay, they really want to tag somebody here, and then they will start to give you the list of names after that. Try tagging people, see if it doesn't help get the eyeballs you want onto the comments and the status updates that you're creating. It's just another way of directly communicating with other users here on Facebook.